Okie dokie. Hey, everybody. Gah. Well, let's see if anybody comes back. I wouldn't blame them if they didn't. So lame. So, hey everyone. Yeah. YouTube is quickly becoming my least favorite thing. They have put in a thing just like Facebook now. Like right now we were just listening to a minimal house mix from another YouTube channel. And they put in a thing if they start to detect like music garbage, they don't even warn you, they don't even say anything, they don't leave it for later, they just drop your stream. So you can't even just listen to music anymore. Unless I ever put it in headphones, which I hate. So y'all gonna have to turn on your own tunes. But I'm telling you, this is a path to oblivion for YouTube. If all I can do on YouTube is edited videos, I lose interest very fast in using YouTube. After all this time of building all this YouTube together, oh my gosh, it's so freaking lame. So now I have to sit here with no damn music while I do all this art. Thanks to YouTube's greed. It's just so lame. Friggin' hate YouTube, man. So just Twitch is just so much more where things need to be. It's just I have no audience on Twitch, so if I were to be doing this same fun stream, would just be some dude alone in a warehouse. And I want more than that in life. I want joy. So I'm just doing some floor lining here that's going to make like the tables sort of fit the line art a little better. Yeah, Spencer, dude, it's so lame. No, it's not about the connectivity. It's about they just drop your stream if they think it's violating one of their profit engines. Now, obviously, all people who use YouTube and who make revenue and build audience with it, they agree to YouTube's terms. That is, I mean, it's their platform that we're using. So we're really not in a position to be cranky. It's just years of investment in it can definitely put you in a little bit of a bind because moving platforms, yeah. Twitch hype, yep. Yeah, Cameron, if you think that's a good question for the chat actually. I'd like to see you guys sound off a little bit. What if Runehammer had to move? What if I became more Twitch focused? And that would mean the Dungeon DJ as well as Runehammer in general. The problem with Twitch though is you don't get any archiving, right? It's only live, and then the videos kind of just go into a black hole. Is that true? Like, I'm really curious on everyone's thoughts on alternatives to YouTube. Let's put it that way. Let's open up the floor. Because I gotta say, it's whack. And I've also noticed that YouTube's connectivity seems to be really getting a lot worse. Maybe they're devoting less infrastructure to it. But, I mean, I don't even really know what infrastructure means. It's just a cool sounding word. But to me, it sure feels like YouTube does not work as good as it used to. It feels like way more laggy. I've got a wicked fiber optic connection too, and I just still don't get what I want out of it. So what's up, y'all? Sound off. Winston Pope. That's cold, B. That's cold. I don't want to move no more. Twice in 1 year is too much. It's cold, man. All right, the Galley doesn't have a lot of features into it. It's mostly just an open space. So we're just going to keep it that way. You know, I'm barely into painting and I'm already coming to the sort of the corner step because this space is just so empty. But we're going to get a little bit of color in here because I can't stand all this gray. It's making me lose my mind. So let's get some carrots. Everybody's just like, first you said color and then it just became... You can record on Twitch. Okay, cool. Yeah, good live stream and post the... That sounds like a bit of a... I miss archive vids. Archiving is miserable on Twitch. I'm really worried about that. That sucks. That's a major bummer for me. Bong bong bong. Bong donk bong bong dong bong donk bong. Look at this. Mofo eating carrots up in this. Look at here, we're gonna have some bread. That's bread, guys. Then he's got some veggies he be chopping. And you know I dig those veggies the most. Again, not really wanting to get specific here. Just get those cues that gets players' brains a-working. And then also I want part of these floors to have some tone because this is just so much gray. It's really bringing me down. Nobody wants to get brought down. No one wants to be sad. So yeah, I feel like Twitch is not that good of an alternative with the bad archiving. That bums me out in the extreme. I can't be chilling with no archiving. That's whack. Twitch to YouTube. Go live on Twitch and post the video to, like, as a link. Like, I don't want to have to record like these colossal 4 gig videos. Because, you know, I hang out on the long with y'all. Like, I come into these streams and I'm here for ages. That's not quite the right color, is it? Here, there we go. Cool. Bong dong bong. Bong dong bong dong bong bong dong dong. Again, some of this sort of so-called visual sound in the floor is not conducive to what this space should feel like. Bong dong bong bong dong bong dong bong. Bong dong bong dong. So this is going to be a fun room for the GM to really load up with blood splatters. He's got a little rack of bread over there. Some more salad being cut up here. And let's do a little bit of meat. I can't help it. It's too fun. Maybe some little fillets that he's setting up. Give it more of a red core. You know, red is meat. It's that simple. There we go. That's a nice, simple room right there. I'm going to get rid of these 2 lines. They're kind of bugging me. This is probably the least fun of all the rooms that I'm doing. Just because it's the Galley. I mean, what's going on in the Galley besides like some guy getting torn apart by a xenomorph? Blu-ray. Frack the veggies. Get some beer. Recording and uploading. Record to a drive. See, that's... Oh, God. Folks stream on Twitch, put the same video, yeah. But see, I'm not going to be putting like an 8-hour video onto a drive. Homie's never heard of plates up in this Galley. Okay, so now we seem to be streaming along with no hitches and no weird outs because there's no music. And I absolutely abhor wearing headphones, so y'all just got to put on your own tracks, which I'm sorry, that really bites, but... Copyright tyrants. Tyrants, they are tyrants. Okay, so right now I'm gonna get these tables, and I want them to look like they're up off the ground, which I'm not feeling that right now. Oh God, this is gonna be hard to do hours of this without no tunes, you guys. On the reels. Like, it is freakishly quiet in here. Okay, so anyway, go there. Now I'm just going to do like this effect for table shadows. See how that works? It's a little too intense. Let's just ease up on the throttle there. There we go. See, so that'll pop them up off the floor a little bit. And then I'm just going to give it an artificial shadow. So I'll find a dark gray like back here, and then right along there. I guess all these shadows are artificial. This is a painting. Yeah, but these ones are really artificial. There you go. Okay, that's it. So let's shrink it down and give it some edging. Okay, I'm going to get into these kind of pieces here. These kind of like slat style pieces. You see how my brush like adapts though to my initial direction each time, so I always get a different kind of variation on a pointy brush. And I like that. That makes me happy. So yeah, let's keep that alternative discussion going. Like, what do you guys think? Spencer Krigbaum. Thank you, Spencer. That's very kind of you. Hank, you are my track. And what am I? You're the train and I'm your track? Yes, that is Chris Cooper. That is my plan tonight. Probably not full 8 hours. Probably go for another 5-ish. Gonna get this stuff done, Broham. I don't like this being gray. I need some color in this room. By the way, as you guys watch, feel free, always welcome to participate, meaning all your ideas and your input on what I'm working on right now are absolutely welcome. If they weren't welcome, I wouldn't be doing this right here online with y'all. I've been doing it on my own in private. So I love to hear your ideas and your input. It's exciting. I mean, I'm no loop daddy, but I do like to respond to y'all. Okay. Just capturing a little bit of floor detail so the edges have some life here. And I think we're good. I'm going to do a couple little breakers here. Just joined. Is this GIMP? No, I do not use GIMP, TJ, ever. No. I use Photoshop. Maybe I'm a snob. I don't know, but I don't touch GIMP with no 10-foot pole. I'll tell you that. This Galley never heard of plates. I love that. That's the best burn. How do you export videos from Twitch to YouTube? And you'll find out. Okay, cool. That's a good point, Andrew. You can learn. You can do that method. Find out anything. No copyright sounds for rights. Chronahigh. If you give me a link where we can get a live stream that is not copyrighted for background music tonight, I will click that link. Oh, Spencer, hey, thanks, man. That is great to hear. That kind of stuff keeps me going, bros. Keeps me going, I tell you. All right, the Galley's done. I'm walking away. Now we're going to get back into some more heavy hitting stuff. Refinery is next. This is an awesome spot to get in a battle with a xenomorph. Or with a rogue maintenance robot. Or a terrible fungal creature from another world. All right. That's some pretty... Hey, we're like halfway through these. So we might get to the colony maps tonight. We keep going like this. And yeah, if somebody has a rights-free link that they can put up, I would really appreciate it. Let's get some music back in this hizzy. Something that isn't hawkishly controlled by copyright forces. So if y'all want to do a little homework for me, get that link up in there and we will listen to some tracks. Preferably something without words in it. Instrumental jams. Attack the Block. I have seen that movie, Chris. That's a wild one. Good stuff. Okay, now refineries are all pipes and rust colors and crazy panels. So I have prepared some pipes. Let's grab those, and then we're going to put like walkways above the pipes. So let's get into it, shall we? Plus, if you guys could find me a music link, you don't have to hear me do all this stupid beatboxing. You have a vested interest in finding music so you can end the suffering. Okay, so there's our labyrinth of pipes to get started. Okay, so we're going to make that like an underlayer, and then we're going to start building on top, and you'll see what I mean. I'm sure all y'all been doing this kind of stuff. Lo-fi hip-hop, yes, those ones are royalty-free. Let's give it a try. That's the one that I usually use. Just a sec. Punching it. Oh, sweet, sweet tunes. All right, Jason Ryder. Here's hoping we don't get cut off again. Okay, so this underlayer needs to be kind of dark, like how. A little color in it might be nice. Although it's kind of under... No, I like a little color. Where you at, man? I'm in Azkaban. Where you at, man? Azkaban! I've done a lot of dumb things on YouTube. But that's one of the dumbest. Where you at, man? I'm chilling up here in Azkaban. Where you at, man? I'm chilling. Azkaban. Who you gonna ask? Azkaban. Who you gonna ask? Azkaban. Azkaban. Where you at, man? Azkaban. Okay, so these are the walking sort of surfaces above the pipes. And I'm gonna cut some holes in this first one, and then I'm gonna clone it out. So let's check out these little holes here. See that? And this is how we're gonna see the pipes below. It's through these holes. Where you at, man? I'm chilling like a villain up in Azkaban. See? Yo, where you at, man? Azkaban. Yo, where you at, man? Azkaban. Tag your man, because he's in Azkaban. I am so stinking annoying when I'm drawing. All right. Actually, I'm annoying almost all the time. I live the annoying life. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Guard. Okay, let's get this centered like that. Just gonna try to construct the walkable surface here above these pipes. I don't want to get too detailed because it can kind of sort of tangle your eyeballs up. But check it out. This is how Azkaban was built. Somebody said, where you at, man? He said, fool, I'm in Azkaban. Okay, so instead of obstacles around the corners of the room, which I usually do, we're going to cut holes in walkability. So check it out. See that? Like wherever these like tanks and stuff are, those are places you can't walk anyway. So that's where we're going to cut out, and we're going to reveal the pipes underneath and give you this feeling of this refinery space. So this one might take me a little extra second up in here, but you can see how you can work by deleting rather than always by adding. Namin. Word up. But then we're going to refill, so we'll do this kind of thing, but we're going to get different colors to do it, like this. These big rusty tanks everywhere. There we go. There's the look I'm looking for. See, I want to link those things to the pipe work. Like, let's do a little bit of that first. Then we're going to start cutting out more floor. I'll probably use my lasso to save time. We need a community effort. Isolate Hank's vocals and we can add a track to it. The other day I woke up and I had a strange vision. I was chilling with my homies in a mage prison. It was all the wizards. We had tattoos. A new dude showed up. I said, what's up with you? I said, yo, I'm new to Azkaban. He said, it's all good because we're all homies here, man. You heard of Harry Potter? No, he's a chump. So just jump in the trunk. Everybody here lives in Azkaban. That's how you know that you're a real man. Rolling up because you're a magical prisoner. I'm a wisner. I'm not no beginner. I can turn into a dog. I got dementors up on my rog. You in cell block C, I'm in cell block 2. It's still kind of nice to see you. So if someone says, yo, where you at? This is all you got to say after that. You say, where you at, man? Azkaban. Where you at, man? I'm in Azkaban. It's like a big old cube that's floating in the sea. Azkaban, yo, that's where you find me. I'm chilling right here. I've been in Azkaban for 20 years. My name is Sirius Black. And now I'm about to get my butt back into the story and turned into a dog. Gonna roll up and burn a log. My name is Harry Potter and I'm a magician. Albert Einstein is my favorite physician. Okay. Can that please end? Where you at, man? Azkaban. Everybody, just go back to Colville's stream. This is pure stupid here. Pure stupid over here on Runehammer. Not worth your time. Got a monkey butt. I got behavioral issues. I want to get some red on these. Like some sort of caution red. Yo, TJ Jordan. What up, what up, what up, what up? A dwarven mine that uses lodestone-powered maglev monorail. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds like some hardcore Eberron type stuff. I dig it. Anything that happens in a cool dwarven mine, I'm kind of on board. Where you at, man? I'm in Azkaban. Fuck. Oh, Lord in heaven. Okay, so like I said, this one might take a hot second because I'm doing all this unnecessary snibbledy schnabs. Oh, baby, now. Last night, I mistakenly thought that Joey Fatone was in the Backstreet Boys. He's in NSYNC. Isn't that insane? That's how bad, that's how far gone my mind is. Can't even remember all of the members of NSYNC. I can't tell them apart from Boys to Men? No. Backstreet Boys. Everybody. Yeah, yeah. Rock your body. Okay, so see there, I'm kind of showing the pipes underneath that. Oofda, oofda, oofda. Oofda, Achtung. You can run another YouTube page with music of your choice. What? I don't understand that comment. I can't do music of my choice because the copyright rules kill the stream. Yo, where you at? I'm in Azkaban. I'm in the back. Me and homies like to chill. I'm in Azkaban. Me and the homies in Azkaban. We like to chill. What's up, man? Sirius Black, yo, that's who I am. I can turn into a dog. I can hide in the moonlit fog. I can fight a werewolf, but I got killed. Gary Oldman got skills. And when I'm up in Azkaban, you know that I'm the man. I got style. Chilling in the AZK. ABAN. Azkaban, yeah. The Dungeon DJ is Maxim is rife, I say, with copyright problems. That's not going to work. The Dungeon DJ uses music from so many sources. It is a copyright nightmare. I mean, hey, peeps got to get paid, right? They got to get paid for their hard work, so it's all good. It's all good in the hood. But it looks like lo-fi isn't going to shut us down, so that's kind of cool. It's a prison that's made just for magicians. It's a really kind of a special prison. It's covered with dementors running around. You gotta turn into a dog if you want to get down. My name is Sirius. My last name's Black. I like to chill and I'll never go back to the band. Yo, happy Friday, Thunder Chicken. Thanks for the contribs. Appreciate dot. Appreciate dot. Word. First name Sirius, last name Black. All right. So we're gonna need some connective tissue on some of these guys. So just, I told you this one's gonna take forever. Dang it. Stupid map's eating up my time. We're at 17 minutes on this map right now. That's not acceptable. Because see now, look, I'm having to outline these sort of walkway components, like catwalk components. Getting slow in my old age, y'all. It seems that time has almost caught up with us, my friend. Oh, what do you think we should do? I think we should have a party. A party? No, I remember the last time you wanted to have a party. Your famous duel on Boston Common. You were drunk. All right, I'm going to give some highlights to all this piping. That means a little more saturation, a bright and cheerful color. Check it out. Pow, pow, just locking them down. Boom, boom, boom. First name Sirius, last name Black. Chilling in Azkaban and never go back. It's a prison for wizards. Y'all know I'm super down with Sirius Black, though. I mean, you know that. He's like my favorite guy. What the quarantine situation? Maximum. Patrick C. No, I'm not allowed to meet with anybody. I'm just like everybody else. I am in quarantine. Yes, as far as the music thing, anything that is copyright controlled music will trigger the problem. It doesn't matter if it's coming off YouTube, Spotify, anything. YouTube is trained to hear music that's copyrighted and cut you off. Because that's how it do, brothers and sisters. I told you this map is going to take forever. I feel like I've been here for freaking ages. Doing all these little greebles and doodads and hinky dinks. What's going on here? Now to make this one make sense, we're really going to have to do some creative edging. Edging is going to be key here. Y'all see what I mean in a sec. Oh yeah, I got a monkey time now. Oh yeah. See there, I just did a tiny bit of see-through and it gives it this like far more technical look. That's where I want to be. But I don't want see-through on these pipes. So what I'm going to do is go like that. Oh dang, oh dang, yay. I'm on a rock. Break it down like my main man Spot. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yay. I need a little sound in these things, like some little squibbles, and they're just not quite pipes yet. They look like loaves of bread. I need some sound in the wizard prison. Oh yeah. When you a bad wizard, you leave the land. When you a nasty wizard, you go to Azkaban now. I've been living up in that place for 25 years. Now I'm part of the story, 'cause Harry Potter's here. Oh, wanna get out of Azkaban. I'm the Shawshank man, they call me Sirius. What's up, y'all? Come on. Boom. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. I'm living in a mage prison. Wizards. They gave me 3 squares a day. But I ain't got no wizards to play with. We're just lifting weights every day. Azkaban. Oh, 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 oh. That's what it do. Okay, now next piece, I'm going to have to do some false shadowing. This is going to be another pain in the bouton. This map just keeps coming with the pizzane. These kind of shadows like this has to be done. I'm going to get a big brush. I'm going to get bold. I'm getting tired of this map. Remember, I got a lot of these to do, so I got to keep trucking. Definitely starting to get that. It's probably what half of you are tuning in for, is the moment when I start to lose my damn mind from painting too often. I can see the appeal. More fun, you know, going crazy is kind of like yard work. It's more fun to watch than to actually do. Oh yeah, I'm living that Azkaban life. I miss the other wizards. I miss my wife. Yay! I cast some wrong spells, and it seemed like I was a bad dude, but I was doing what I had to protect the chosen one. That's Harry P. Oh, I can turn into a dog to avoid the Dementor's eyes. Well, they don't really have eyes because they're skeleton face, but that's alright because I avoid them anyway. Oh, I'm Sirius Black, that's me. Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman. Oh, 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 oh. That's me. Who got Hank the Harry Potter box? Nobody, man. I'm just like, I'm on that stuff. I'm digging it. Somebody brought up the stupid Azkaban rap that I did, and ever since then I've had like Harry Potter Tourette's. I've got issues. Got behavioral problems. And I'm just trying to get this damn refinery map done to where it's semi-enjoyable. It's starting to kind of feel it, though. Y'all feeling it? I hope y'all feeling it. I'm going to get some dirt up in this. This dirt. Just these little flibbity jibs and squibbly blibbits. These beats just make me go into full-on Azkaban R&B mode. Oh, I got so many tender memories back from the AZKB. All those years that you spent with me, my cellmate in Azkaban. Ah, we would go down to get our daily stew, just me and you. The other wizards couldn't understand why we were such close friends, but I knew. You saved my life, baby. You was my best friend. We vowed to find the deadly hallows. Vowed to be friends until the end. casting spells to save the chosen one. That's so stupid. Please make it stop. All right, I'm going to do some little interior outlining here that hopefully is going to sort of sell this technical look. And then we're going to move the hell on. You know, and here's where we really need some greebles and some caution striping. And I'm going to get a highlight. We're kind of lacking in highlights right now. Going real light on the pressure. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And if those of you asking questions over on Discord, yeah, some of the channels that have been immortal only for a while, I opened them up to all patrons because that's how we do it. Okay, so I'm going to grab some caution stripes. Hope you guys are enjoying a chill session. You know, we're bringing the chill vibes to YouTube tonight. And I hope y'all down. Hope y'all having a good Friday, whatnot. Some serious kickback Azkaban type energy in the hizzy tonight. I hope you guys can find some utility for these sci-fi maps. You know, sci-fi is never out of style, if you ask me. So there's always a need for cool sci-fi assets. I don't know. These are little control greebles. You always hear me saying greebles. It's really just a sort of like a code word for like thingies. Little, like, you know, when you see like the death like a Star Destroyer and it has all the weird stuff on it, like little air conditioners all over it, those are greebles. Props out to my man E Spiker for the knowledge on that one. He taught me the word greeble back in the Dizzy. So this is like caution striping, says, yo, don't fall down in here, you numbnuts. Okay, then we're gonna also ease off this really vivid yellow. It's a little distracting, so just, yeah, you know how I do. You know how we do in the Western Hemi. Up here in the North Am Continental. There we go. That's cooler. I like that. Okay, then we got some digital controls, like holographic controls. Oh, thank God the music's back. I was going to become deceased. That was intense. Oh, yeah. What y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? I'm in Azkaban. Oh, yeah. I'm in Azkaban. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I'm in Azkaban. Berber. Okay, I am going to burn these down into a single layer. That means we are almost done. And if you'll notice too, sometimes I burn down my line art and then I like fudge it all up to fix it. It's because sometimes I like that fudge. Sometimes like a mess a little bit kind of adds to things. Okay, now I'm going to do some little safety lines. Again, this is a refinery, so it's like the amount of data that's needed here to sell this idea is terribly inconvenient. I hope Alex gets a chance to catch up on some of this because it's exciting stuff. I haven't checked Discord in a minute. We hang out there a lot. Hopefully he's over there like, can you believe how badly B is doing these these maps? Homies be like, word. All right. Tot, tot, roddy, tot, tot. Boom. Be careful with that red. That vibrates a little bit. And I think I'm just about good on Ye Old Refinery. That's got a cool feel. It's still cartoony. Right. So let's get those corners shaded in. You know how we do. Get a bright color and highlight that middle. White's usually too intense. You want to be down here somewhere. There you go. There it is. Okay, nice. That took ages, but I'm feeling good. Feeling cool. So if you wanted to put in all kinds of other stuff, ladders and whatnot. Someone in Space OSHA is having a heart attack at this map. I'd love to see a game stream. TJ Jordan, I am absolutely, immovably, and forever not going to do those. I feel that they are having a very, very strange effect on our hobby. All these live streamed games. Performing for a camera is not the same as hanging out with your friends. It just isn't. Some people are pretty talented at working with the camera, and that's great. But the camera deeply, fundamentally changes how people behave. You guys know I've done plenty of videos and statements on this sort of feeling of mine, and I'm not going to go against it. I did a couple of stream games back in the day, and they still sort of make me cringe looking back at them because they just don't capture what to me really is going on. So sorry not to provide that aspect of sort of channel life, but that's where it is. That's what it is. It's what it do. I can't apologize for being my own self. You know what I mean? Kind of putting in these little sort of pipe attachments out on the edges of the map. Again, later in the process, when we start assembling in Roll20, hopefully you guys will see why I'm doing all this kind of edgy shenanigans. It's hopefully going to give us like some really cool linkage. All right, I think I'm walking away from Refinery. That's good for now. It's cool. My temptation to just keep noodling and noodling and noodling is so strong. I do think I need some little red indicators. These are little indicators of like system active, right? So that's classic Ingrid Bernal is like you say, hey, I'm not going to noodle on this anymore, and then you commence noodling. Right? There we go. Okay. Just want a couple little lights in there. I'm going to call that good. What up? How are all your projects going? I'm putting in a ton of work, Spencer. Yes, I absolutely am putting in a ton of work. How are all the projects going? That is a bit of a wide sweeping question. Let's move on to hydroponics. Ooh, finally get to paint with some green. That's exciting. Well, let's see. I've got about 5 or 6 projects going right now, not counting commissions. Oop, that's a little bit heavy on the delete, so I don't want to do the insides of these domes deleted. Just going to pull that from the selection. There we go. Cool. It also killed a little bit of my plant feel, so I'm going to pull this out of the selection as well. There we go. Okay, let's get the border in. Yeah, so we've got the next folded path book coming. Working on that right now. I've got what I think might be the most exciting, which is the Think deck. That is hopefully going to release on Monday. That to me is a bit the final form of one of the most, how I feel to be the most sort of innovative pieces of index card RPG. The Think deck. So that's going to be coming up. I'm super duper excited about that. What else do we got? We've got Viking Death Squad finally getting some traction thanks to the dice crafting work of Cyrus Draken. He's really inspired me to push that frontier, make it work. Okay, so here's my flooring. I'm using some of this sort of really high-tech looking floor because hydroponics to me have that kind of feel. And then we're gonna pull it and we're gonna just do brown. I'm actually just gonna paint right onto it because we got some dirt here. We got soil, guys, soil and plants. How fun is that? I'll tell you, really fun. Oh yeah. Interesting idea. A streamer, the entire chat controls one character and you DM. Pick your favorite move idea in chat, fill in the details. Greetings from Russia. Fyodor Sharon. That is an interesting idea, Maxim. Something interesting. Who didn't put the shovel away? Yo, Fyodor Sharon. Greetings, my brother. My Russian homie. I wish our governments would get along as well as we do. Big jerks. All the way around the horn. I wish everybody just be nice to one another. Is that asking so much? Jeez. Well, right here in Runehammer, we got it figured out. We're all elbow to elbow in this crew. So greetings, my friend. What is the Russian greeting? What do you say? I think goodbye is like do svidaniya, right? So what's hello? Yeah, in Russia we say greetings programs. All right, let's get a different green here. I hope y'all chilling. I'm not really blowing your minds with this stream. I'm just trying to stone cold kick it, keep going on a Friday, you know. Runehammer is not the most pulse pounding channel on YouTube. I'm just about being, you know, just doing what I do, being me. You know, I've been doing this stuff for so damn long. It's just kind of like, it's a nice way to spend time, you know. Plus, and you know what's crazy is like all this work, this is all just going out free. And sometimes that's the most fun. Is you just know that the people who've already invested are going to get a hoot, going to get a kick out of this. And you just get to sort of feel that and go with it, you know. That's fun. Feels good. That's where it is. That's what it do. Goodbye is do svidaniya. And what do you say? Privet. So I'm walking down the street and it's like privet. That's wild, man. That's hard to get used to. Privet. Yo, Fyodor, privet, my brother. Or is it privet? Only thing that could make it better would be music. We do have music. We got these Azkaban vibes. Azkaban R&B. So before I really get into the theming of hydroponics, which is going to be, you know, like plants and sort of hard to see and maybe like some fogginess, you know, like there's sort of humidity in here. I'm just getting my floors all worked out. So you can see I'm just trying to give players like a clear sense of like the four corners and, you know, get rid of some of the floor clutter. So your mind can sort of quickly and easily make sense of things. Like right here, I'm just about there almost. So that's cool. You know, it's all good. It's all good, baby, baby. All right, cool. That feels nice. It's kind of fun and funky and weird. So let's get some color on these domes, shall we? Pretty colorful on these domes. but not too. We want like there. We don't want like an electric color. Like that's too much. There we go. So like inside these domes, and maybe a GM would want to hide some things in here or have it shatter later. Who knows? All kinds of things. We're gonna put some plants in here too. We're also gonna have some plants scattering on the ground a little bit. Get into that in just a second. Get this nice big brush and barely touching. Super lightweight. Privet. Privet. I like in Greek, there's a lot of ways you can say hello. It's cool. You got your yasas, you got your kalimera, kalispera. You know what I mean? It's good stuff. Okay, just using, without line work, using brush shape to create some of this geodesic texturing. There we go. These are like, techno domes, B. What it do? What it is. Get some highlights on our little plant life. Again, not getting too specific or being too literal with any given rendering. Just getting these color cues so that player tokens take the stage. I'm sure y'all know exactly what I'm talking about if you've been playing on that Roll20 much. So I'm a little over time now because that refinery slowed me down so much. I got a little timer up in the corner y'all can't see. So I need to hustle here if I'm going to hold this pace together. So if you see me painting like a little bonzo, I'm going a little fast. That's what's up. That's it. It's all good. Baby, baby. Chilling in Azkaban. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my lower green and I'm going to get outside my plant boxes a little bit. So there's just a little bit of mess around here as some plant matter has grown into the plating here and there and is maybe just sort of left lying about. Because anytime you're working with plants, there's a little bit of a mess. We all know that. Just get some of these sort of random little leafy bits. Just letting the hand guide me. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just letting it happen, not fighting it. Okay, there we go. Just to get a little, see there's like a little more of a messy feeling in here instead of this really rigid feeling of tech. Also, this central area, I'm going to get into some sort of highlighting. Check this out. This is just going to give a little bit of like a cross shape to the room, which I think can help players feel that feeling of, sort of all rooms can feel like crossroads, and a crossroads, even if you don't have doors at the edges, is a very useful room shape in real life. Gives you 4 nice little cubbies, gives you a feeling of reveal as you go around corners and different little niceties like that. Doesn't mean that there's nothing not walkable back here. This can be space. But a GM could also like block these spaces off if he wanted to, or she wanted to. Gotta holla out to those lady GMs out there. Holla, holla, holla. What up, what up, what up? Coming at you from Philly Pete. Alright. There's like a little access point to the dome right here, maybe. Just little things. There's a happy little thing living over here. There's a little scene over here, Cool. Now this map has got a lot of fun flavor. So I'm going to use this darker gray and kind of get back into some panels that fit what I'm doing. There, I just needed a couple. Feeling good already. I think there's a little brown needed as far as just like there's some dirt here and there in hydroponics. And I think still there's like this low green has a lot of home in here. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies that can go green for us. See that? So like where I have little depressions and little connectivity, I put green. Aloha! Patrick C. doesn't know any borders. Guten Abend. Oh, guten Abend. I didn't know why, but I feel this room needs a dragon. I got a bail. Later, campaign terrain. Keep it real. Thanks for stopping by, man. I want this to pop a little bit, so we're going to get a little bit electric on it. Okay. And now I feel like the sort of the warning color or the sort of safety paint color here is white. So I'm going to do some little white paint work. See what I mean by the sort of these are the sort of the safety lines are in white here because this isn't like a heavy equipment area. Just a few of those, and now get back into yellow. Just like where slippery areas are, maybe something like that. Okay, feeling cool. Now I feel like there's just some black to do, and the black is going to break up some of these rigid lines. I think I'm also going to do some foreground where there's some vines growing over the ceiling. So you'll see that in just a second. We'll do that in just a minute. Get some little dirt bits out here. And wow, it's almost 6. We're coming up. I'm still going too slow on this one. Aloha. Sorry I'm late. Roger Brain. Yeah, this is for Xeno, Daniel. How many left? For the Starship maps, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. So we're exactly halfway on Starship. And if I still have the energy and my hand isn't just splitting open from pain, then we will move on to Colony, which has 16, a whopping 16 more maps. Might just continue into the morning. Okay, so let's do some Metroid pipes. Like this. Oh wait, that's going to be on this layer. Pow, 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 pow. This is like where liquids and oxygen are fed into the systems. You come and highlight each one of these, and you get these kind of ridged pipes. Very easy little trick anybody can do. Okay, cool. Just takes a genius to come up with it. That's Nintendo. All right. I can tell you though, this is a lot of drawing and painting already. I can feel it in my hands, or hand. I'm chilling in Azkaban. Got some paint in my hand now. Been in the prison for wizards for 50 years. People, they think that I'm dead. Cyrus Black. But I can turn into a dog so the Dementors can't find me. Hey, Damien, what up, Barnab? How you doing? Okay, so there's 2 things that I don't have yet that I wanted, and those are the sort of mist feeling, and then the kind of occluding foreground vines that are like sort of growing the ceiling. So let's get those done. All right, I'm gonna cook down. I'm gonna shrink like so, like hell. Then I'm gonna do some of these vine things. So check it out. It's just like this kind of stuff is up over the, sort of over the room. See what I mean? They're kind of like between the camera and the room. Just like some some silhouette kind of stuff. That's about it. That's all I wanted to do. Okay, now we need our corner work. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Get just a little bit more dark. Maybe use green. Or maybe use green. There we go. Cool. So you see that like the green is kind of getting into the air. So that's cool. Definitely raised on. Yeah, I mean this is like silent running right here, right? This is taken straight from silent running. So let's get like make a mist cloud. And yeah, I did grow up on movies from those eras. Absolutely, man. Okay, and then like lighten it up in the middle. Using a very, very lightweight brush here, just like barely touching. Just getting a soft feeling of mist. Okay, so there's our mist cloud. And then just bring down that opacity a little bit, like that. And you know, this doesn't have to be like, you know, mind-shattering realism for the mist, the humidity, but enough to, again, give players ideas, or even give GMs ideas about what may be happening in here. And that's it. I'm going to call it right there. We're going to do the edging now. And for the edging, I'm going to grab some greebles. Like, let's get some of these cool, like, lock-on greebles. Look at this one. Hey, yo, Hank. What is that? Well, that's a lock-on greeble, B. I think the vines work better over light areas. Interesting. Okay, maybe we'll add a few more. Get these little side bits on, and then we will address that vine issue that y'all hollering. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That beat. Remind me of the days back in my cell. Man, Azkaban's hell. We would get so damn bored. My lord. Never underestimate how being a free wizard is great. You got no freedom in Azkaban. No. Every day is the same in Azkaban. I'm a wizard. Okay, so what was it? I like vines better over the light areas. Okay, so kind of growing out into here. I'm a wizard, but I use my magic for what was perceived to be wrong. Oh, it wasn't wrong. My name is Sirius Black. I've been misunderstood. I can turn into a dog and turn right back. And I use my powers for good. Oh, you got to protect the chosen child. Protect Harry P. And if you want to know the mofo that's doing the hard work to make that happen, it's me. Watch out for the Dementors. There's your vines. The vines on the lower left are tricky to see. Well, I don't know what that means. Don't ride me. Don't ride me about no vines. I'm gonna actually get a little bit leafy here. Get some sharper shapes to look like leaves. Plants are just always so fun to paint. Everybody loves paint plant stuff. It's just so organic and loose, pleasant. There we go. I'm walking away from this map. I've been in here too long. Peace. That's the Arboretum. She done. Or hydroponics, sorry. All right, next we're going into the garage. Hope y'all chilling. Nice to have y'all around. We've been going, what, almost 2 hours now? Okay, let's lighten up that line work. Don't forget to drink your water. You gotta hydrate. Mix it in with the beer. Dude, Nate, everything's legal in space, my man. Nice to have y'all hanging out. 70 of you crazy chuckleheads chilling with old Ingrid B tonight. Good to have you. Nice to have a little company. You know, these are lonely times for everybody, so I appreciate you. Stay a while. All right, the garage. Now we can get pretty cool and techno in the garage. We can get better techno. That's actually pretty cool when you get a center that looks like drivable, and then we're going to do a lot of cautioning around the sides. So I'll go there. Whoops, I muckled that up. Copy that, and then there. Okay, and then I know I have this other one that has some nice stripes on it because I made these. There it is. Okay. This is going to be our underlayer for the garage. It's going to be made out of these two pieces. Okay, so let's take them stripes and come up here, get it underneath the drivable surface. Right there it goes. Flip it. Heading up to the Cana de Gwinnett. In it to win it, because I'm chilling in the Poconos. That's what's up. Oh yeah, I'm in the Poconos. Those who Pocono. That's right now. That's right now, living in the Pocono. Oh yeah. I don't want to do that scale. That move made me sad. So I'm going to do this. It's going to cost me a little bit, but you'll see I'm going to fix that. There we go. Poof. Okay, now you're like, dude, hankering, that is too dark. There we go. Nice. That looks like a kind of nice drivable space. I DM'd for the first time a couple weeks ago. My man Ciaran O'Toole. Many thanks to you and your videos for getting me on the right track, dude. That's great to hear, man. Thanks for the message. And welcome to the illustrious group that is Dungeon Masters. You are most welcome among our ranks. It's all love up in here, baby. All love. All right, I need some of those proper caution stripes from my greeble pile. Yeah, let's actually get a nice big chunk. And why don't we get a control panel? Hanging out with greeble now. Hanging out with the greeble now. Oh, I got the digital control on my gas pump now. Controls on my gas pump. It's like the year 2770 and we still have to use gas pumps. Hey, that's great, dude. Actually, you know, I could really use a cold one. So after I finish garage, I'm probably going to go grab a bottle out the fridge. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. That is going to be the limit of these stripes on this map. I'm a little off in value here, so I need to kind of bring some of this contrast back. Bring the contrast back. So normally your, your GM is going to be putting like the buggies and stuff in here because maybe you want them to be destroyable or removable or something like that. But in this case, just because I'm feeling sassy, I'm going to build it right into the map. So these are like a couple of vehicles that are under repair, so they cannot be moved or removed or destroyed or anything. They're part of the terrain. And I think that can be handy for a GM, and for a player it can provide a hiding spot and so on and so forth. There we go. So those are kind of like holes right there. Now let's get some bright to relieve ourselves from all this hefty darkness. There we go. Isn't that nice? Feel that. Ooh, I think I just saw a lightning flash. Been some wacky, wacky, wacky weather up in this piece. Hurricanes, man. Who knew? Oh, yeah, there it is. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Woo! Okay, we'll give some colors to these vehicles. Don't worry. I think they're a little sparse right now, but don't you fret. So that isn't going to be a piping area. This is going to be this kind of stuff. Isn't piping. Oops. There we go. I hope y'all chilling. It's feeling pretty chilling here right now. And get some sort of hints at tire tracks. Glorious, you're live. You popped into my feed after the last vid. Awesome to work with you. Yo, Davey, what up? White Claw. Mokhtar has taken so many different forms, Daniel. Thank you for asking. Thanks to Cyrus Draken, the co-inventor of Mokhtar, we have kind of returned back to one of Mokhtar's core principles, which is the use of dagger dice. And these dagger dice, I think, are going to be the clutch element, hopefully, for finally getting Viking Death Squad created. Viking Death Squad is specifically designed for play at conventions. So for reasons that are pretty obvious, that effort got greatly slowed this year. But when Cyrus started making those really nice 3D printed, well, no, actually they're mold cast dice. Doing the dagger dice design, I was just like, man, we need to revisit this, or I need to. He was like, he's been on it the whole time. He didn't lose it like I did. I'm the nut job. Okay, so this all needs to be darker. This so that you can see the form of it. It shouldn't look like a blueprint or something. There we go. But yeah, these are kind of like vehicles that are being worked on. So let's give them some green. Even if your space campaign isn't military, like just drab green is a good space color. There's a lot of kind of a drab green feeling in space. There's like white and drab green. Oh man, the lightning. That's dope. We need to get a shadow. Ooh, that's them boomers. You guys hearing them thunders? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, gonna get a little yellow onto this vehicle. But keeping it real vague. Again, the vehicle is not the star here. It's the players entering this space. I need to paint on these tires too because they're really bugging me. So let's go to the upper layer here. First I'm going to black out the tires and then I'm going to add some tread because Tire tread is like a really good cue for I'm in a motor pool or a garage. Sorry to keep painting so small. I kind of do that a lot, guys, because when you paint small, you don't overestimate how much detail matters. So here's like kind of one of the oldest tricks in the book. It's just like the Metroid cylinder, only you do it with tread. So first do your tread pattern, whatever it may be. Okay. And then you're going to go back in and you're just going to pop some little highlights and it'll give it that cylindrical look that a tire has. But like seeing tire tread is a great subconscious clue for like, ooh, them's vehicles. Okay, so here's this. Just take like the middle few pieces of tread, put a highlight on it. And then you just instantly kind of get this feel of roundness. It's great. It's inexpensive. It's fast. There we go. Background sound, Easy Hank. Yeah, man, those thunders are so great. Philly cheesesteak. VDS is incredible and still turned out beautifully. Slapdash fun times. Red 5, thank you very, very much. Runehammer, my Discord server is called, brace yourself, Runehammer. Yeah, you know, Philly cheesesteak is a bit of it's a mixed bag. It's a bit of a myth in some ways. You know, it is not the most eaten thing here, but you definitely get a lot of variety. You get your cheesesteak sushi, you get your cheesesteak egg rolls, you can get like a cheesesteak, you know, like empanadilla or empanada. You can get a lot of things that are flavored to cheesesteak, which is really just steak and cheese. Oh boy. Here come that rain. It's coming. Okay, so I'm going to need a shadow underneath these vehicles. So that means big brush, dark gray, coming in hot and fast, just like this. Pretty light touch on the brush. Floating along, like there we go. Doesn't need to be a big deal, just needs to separate it just a little bit. Give you that cue. It's nice hanging out with y'all. Nice to prattle my way along as I do this huge project. This is totally a project that is not on any schedule, or no one told me to do this or really requested it in any way. It's just I realized it would probably be a groovy thing to do. I knew it was going to take a long ass time. So I just thought, hey man, I should just do it live. There we go, cool. All right, so now I'm gonna get some of these little pipes to pop. It's like they're running, you know, fuel and different stuff like that in the background here. Get this nice drab color. This is a really cool kind of khaki color. Pipes like being khaki type colors. Like kind of look older that way. You know, like all spaceships have like outdated piping, right? There we go. That is looking pretty cool. Now I got a little bit of extraneous line work. I'm just going to start killing it up here. Like, what the hell's that thing? I don't know. That's about it. I think I'll leave a lot of it in there. And then I need to add some, and then maybe a little white, maybe a little yellow. Okay, so adding a little line work now. This is always just in here to make the sort of floor panels feel like they're there. Again, always reinforcing things that'll give players and GMs ideas. Like it smells like gas in here. Maybe there's a loose floor plate. Should be like a pile of tools somewhere, you know, and put a little wrench in here. Okay, and then I'm just going to extend my caution yellow. So this says, like if you're working in these areas, be mindful of these 3 conga drums here. Transport parking. And then you definitely want white. I think the roof of these buggies still need some detail, but you definitely need some white, right? Like that's kind of the road line color. So I think it kind of is just like, these suggestions of driving lines. Okay, and I'm going to darken some of this stuff. It just got too bright on me. It's just distracting. Oh man, I love that feeling when like your energy drink kind of chills out. So you're not so zappy, but you're definitely like in it. There we go. That's much more reasonable. Now take a lighter gray and kind of give these some tone. There we go. Okay, cool. And we've got a couple lights on these. Like these are lights. I feel like this is a light. The garage. Pretty cool. Now I think I need to pull some color out, or actually maybe even bump it. So I'm going to grab these pipes. Right in there, and in there. And I'm going to bump the color there. So, using that as a tactic to give you this, the gray space is the walkable part. This is kind of what I'm wanting to suggest. And then there's some little bit of confusion where this wall ends, so I need to go black on it like that. Oops, there we go. And then, ooh, Thor is very active tonight. Welcome, Storm God. Come join us. Your shield brothers and sisters are chilling on the YouTubes. Excellent. Excellent. Feeling this. Let's get into our final step. Boom, when a rolling. Oh, in the as could be. Ooh, that's a nice little bit of warm light there. That feels really cool. Ooh, that's great. Okay, now into the shadowing. Okay, and then you go into that middle zone. You don't use white, you use this one. You do that. This can help make these look a little taller than things. Cool. All right, now let's bring it down. Chilling like Bob D. You know it. All right, now I'm going to do something a little different for the connectivity on this one, or what we've been calling edging. Check it out. Chill and get clout. Can you dig it? Oh, yo. Kuopon Sete. Now that's a cool name. Thank you for kicking in with a couple of pounds. Isn't that what that? Oh, that's a euro. Pounds. That's a little Brexit humor. That is probably not funny in Britain right now. They're going to be going back to pounds after years of running on euros. All right, so badushki like that, and then baduchki like that. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to fade this off. So what I'm going to do is pull the opacity off my eraser. Get a big old brush and sort of use this technique. Giving us a soft, but not blurry, draw off. Okay, then I'm also going to take that sort of fade off zone, I'm going to compress it like, and And there is going to be my edging. I'm going to make sure that I'm completely clear on the edge. So go back to full opacity, shrink my brush, and make sure it's gone right there. There we go. Okay, same within here. This needs to vanish. And then I probably need a little bit of extra color to cover up the edge, like so. Maybe even use my stamp tool so I get proper texture. For some reason that ain't working out. Whatever. As you guys notice, I don't really stop for many reasons. If something doesn't really work, I just kind of just move on. Just move on with life. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to suggest how this can fit onto a map. I'm going to prescribe the linkage a little bit. Now this can limit some choices for a GM in some ways, but it can also sell the room better, and that's what we're looking for. So you can kind of ignore these and just, you know, treat them as dead ends, or you could play it up and, you know, get the data, so to speak, that these are the connectivity points to other rooms. And if you really do need a connectivity point on all four, I have to provide that in good conscience here. All right, remember what I'm just a huge believer in this sort of concept of utility. That's the key to, in my opinion, being a good RPG artist. It's about usefulness in a thing. All right, there we go. Let's cover up some of this brown. It's a little distracting. There we go. Now I'm going to kind of give these the infrastructure they ask for. There's that word again that I don't really know what it means. Cool. With this, they demand a little bit of color to fill them in. Just absolute black is a little harsh. And then I'm gonna chop some corners, and we are good. The garage. There it is. Hit save on that. Your tracks do not match up with the entrances. Well, it's because they're like moving vehicles around in there all the time. But I'm, you know, far be it from me to turn down good input. There you go. People making all kinds of rubber mess in here. There you are. Okay, and we're done. Next up, we have the loading bay. So this is like a huge entrance in the side of a ship. All right, this is fun. So a loading bay to me usually has like a lot of white and red, kind of like the scene of the final battle in the second Alien movie. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to sort of work to change it as I go. So hopefully we'll get into that. All right, let's get our border. And this is how you get a ton of stuff done. You just keep freaking going. Glad to have you guys chilling during the marathon here. I could use a brew real soon. Being in Azkaban ain't no boon, no. You got Dementors Every damn day you got the mentors. Ooh, I'm gonna turn this way. And I'm gonna crush it out like that. And I'm gonna call it. I'm actually gonna delete the edges. Don't need them, too much data. There we go. Now, this is just so overloaded with sound, visually speaking. Make sure it sort of lines up with the line art. Kind of like how. And then I'm going to clone it too. I don't fully like how the clone fits, so I need to clone it like right down through there. Like. Ooh, that rain's coming down. It's so nice. That lightning's hitting. Woo! There's another big one. Okay, so what I need to do is get this to match like that. And then we're going to paint it out. Whoa, that was a massive one. Mighty Thor. We hear you. The friend of man. You're tying one on? Patrick C. What? You crazy. Don't get crazy on me now. Don't get nuts. All right, as you guys can see, there's just way too much data. So we're just going to chill this whole floor mess out like big time. It's just bonko. But the part I do like is some of these sort of strut pieces, and there's some goodies here. Those aren't solid matter. So maybe something like this color is a lot more prevalent. So I'm going to get a big brush. Look at this big sucker. And handle some business here. Going right up against that sort of depression. Like so. Like that, like that, like that. Okay, we're going to do that. For the upper color, we're going to get into this nice blue. And then we're going to pull some color. You'll see how it's going to work out. Now let's do the main door. This is like a huge like loading bay door. Gonna have cool like red warning shit on it. Basically an airlock for very large objects. Even for like pulling in a shuttle. You know, like Star Trek always has these really cool bays. And we will just keep on going. If the stream drops, you know, maybe Thor came my way. All right, we got some emergency oxygen tanks over here. Oh man, that rain is heavy. My girl's at work on her bicycle, so let me check the weather. Jeez. He wants beers. Can't you say that? Looks like just lightning icons, and then the rain lets up after 10. That's not going to work though, man. And in COVID times, bars can't be open when it's raining because it's outdoor only. So it's like, I wonder what's going to happen tonight. All right. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. I like to paint, especially with Thor keeping me company. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm gonna grab my caution greeble and I'm gonna turn it red. Ooh, see how this one's feeling? I'm digging this. I'm telling you, I knew I was gonna feel this one. So these depressions along the side need to feel deeper. So that means darker. When you're indoor, distance is dark. When you're outdoor, distance is light. Right. Sat comes up, lightness goes down. Saturation does not need to come up. There we go. There, see, now you feel that like sunk in kind of feeling. Very Star Warsy to have things sunk in. Star Wars has like all kinds of precipitous canyons and drop-offs and stuff in its world. Okay, just lightening this with a very light touch brush. It also helps relieve some of that overblown detail. And there we go. Now you can feel what I was wanting, which is like a path. Yeah, cool, 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 cool. Okay, so these caution buoys, I'm going to pull these. Just narrating my way through this. I hope y'all are having a nice chill time hanging out with me. Any word on your... Yeah, James Jennings. You know, with YouTube, I just follow my nose. As many of you know, what I sort of quote-unquote actually do is not YouTube at all. It's lots of other stuff that is, you know, working directly on the hobby, not necessarily YouTubing about the hobby. So if it feels like, you know, I'm not doing as much room design or something like that, it's usually just because I'm not doing it for all to see on YouTube. So yeah, when it strikes me, when it feels right, when I feel inspired, I feel innovative, then absolutely, I'll be right there on YouTube. But I try to stay away from trying to do a regular video schedule because I find that it, at least for me, it makes my, you know, it reduces what I see as the quality of my videos. So I've always got to make sure I put quality before regularity. And this is probably, you know, honestly what keeps my channel kind of small. But I'm okay with that. I'm not really here for the fame so much. I really love making a living off of creating RPG material. But I really believe, I'm a big longevity guy, you know, so it's like, real believer in following your heart, being authentic, even if it comes at a bit of a dear price. And I hope that's appreciated. But you know, also room design, as many of you probably know, is not the easiest creative exercise. It takes a bit of a spark of inspiration to do that stuff. All I need to hear is a slow down hand. There's that red I'm looking for. Check that out. I'm digging that feel. This actually needs to be whiter, I think, in here. So I'm gonna go like this before I merge down my red. Check it out. Let's get that door level of tone here on all this stuff. And I can't use lightness because it's going to blow out some color, so I have to do it this way. There we go. There we go. Sweet. Now you can really feel that kind of entry feeling. So that's my loading bay sound. We are building a fighting force of extraordinary magnitude. Yo, Patrick C, thanks, dude. Can't wait for the new D&D supplement. Oh, I wonder what that's going to be. You mean rhyme? Yeah, I'm probably going to get that one. Developed internal inspiration for constant creative production requires huge mental discipline. Whoa. Whoa, that is a big old bunch of words. And they all sound very true to me. You're speaking to my heart. Speaking to my inner owlbear with all that. Okay, so whoop, gonna come along there. Whoop, kind of a poor man's bevel. Coming close to finished on this one. Gonna need some dirt and scratches, so let's do that now. Go to my ink layer. Just get black with a small pen and just freely move about the cabin. And this just keeps like large swaths of color from feeling awkwardly abandoned. There we go. Just adding these little sort of loop panels everywhere. And they just kind of give things a more done look and feel. Cool. I need to make sure too that if a thing is meant to be a dropout, as far as like below the map, it needs to have some strong bordering. So that's like these sort of descended sections. Man, that rain is just so good for the brain. The storm god treating us right tonight, my shield brothers and sisters. It's a good time to be alive. I know it's a tough time to be alive. Everybody's struggling right now. But we're going to stick together. We're going to make it through this stuff. And we're going to be better than before it happened, by the time it's all over. We're going to have a newfound appreciation for just about every damn thing by the time COVID's gone. I will tell you that much. Guy Calgary, the answer is yes. Art or battle map or a mix of both. Quest Magister, in case you weren't here at the beginning, yeah, these are color versions of all of the Xeno Dead Zone maps. So these are all battle maps. I've done several tonight, so at some point I'll recap what we've done so everybody can see those who showed up a little later. It's still 80 of you knuckleheads hanging out, so good to have all of you. Bunch of freaks and weirdos and wonderful mutants and strange D&D fans, just like me. Just like me. My mutant brothers and sisters. Stone cold chilling like Bob D up in this piece. It's so nice to have y'all hanging out. Cool, that's looking about done. I need some lights though. So it looks like green is the sort of light color here. So as far as, like indicators. So let's play with it a little bit. Do, a couple little, come on in lights. Ooh, there's some fun. I just noticed some work ahead that's going to be pretty fun. So stay tuned, everybody. Now, too many green, I don't like it. So that stuff being green is cool, but then I think we just need to get in yellow. Yellow is a more sort of easy to sell light color, so to speak. Just like that. That's all we need. Even these green ones down here are just too distracting. Green just is a really high vibration color. Grabs hold of your eyeball and just will not let go. There we go. That's just so much more chill. Now, howdy folks. Love all the... Oh, Lord of Darkness DM, this is your first stream. Wow. That's crazy, man. Crazy. Welcome. Welcome to the loony bin. We are chilling here. Not all of Runehammer is drawing streams and marathons, but it's a thing I do. It's a thing I do. It's a thing I enjoy. I cannot deny that fact. There we go. Now we just need to do the edging, and for the edging I think I'm going to get into my greebles again. Where's that little, let's grab this greeble, he'll work. And these, again, these are going to be used to like link the stuff together once you're working in Roll20. And in this case, this is like a loading dock, so probably it faces, well, not probably, hell, I'm in control, this is my universe. It faces the exterior of the ship. What's that I'm seeing over there? Oh, very inspired. Much of your content 20. Oh man, good luck finding new digs in Philly, dude. I'm in. You know, we lived in a terribly tiny apartment to just get our feet on the ground here, and that was a really tough time. And we finally got a good spot to live. So thank you. Appreciate the well wishes, big time. Really do appreciate that. But we are good to go as of about 4 days ago. So I'm just like settling into these digs. Thank you so much for the well wishes, though. You know I'm appreciating that. Good loving. All right, so here's the other prong here. These are kind of like a prong on an aircraft carrier. I really can't say I know the function of those things, but they always look cool. some classic Runehammer stuff to say. I don't really know what this is, but I like. It's nice. Right? It's kind of some Bob Ross type mindset stuff. Okay, so let's get these done. Actually, I don't want that. I want the opposite. So I'm actually going to cut some of the edging out here, and this will help us link the feeling of a door to whatever is beyond, like that. So it may not be a big deal, but little things matter. Hobbits and whatnot. There we go. There is our loading bay. Hitting save on that one. And we're moving on to the M corridor. Have a housewarming party? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There are no housewarming parties in 2020. That is not happening. Okay, corridor, there we go. Boom, there's my border. Oh wait, before I put my border in, I need to reduce my line weight. Remember that step? Go here, expand, enter, delete. There, chills out my line work, doesn't make it so dang heavy. Bring down your border and we're ready to begin. Now, before I keep going, we've only got like 5 rooms to go, it looks like. So we're definitely gonna make it by 8 o'clock probably. And I'm gonna go grab a cold beer. Ice Pirates is great. Oh, you just ran the trials. Sweet. The Grey Hill Fire. 3rd edition ICRPG has a complete rebuild of the Grey Hill Fire that I really like. Later, Jason Ryder. I'll be back in just a couple seconds, guys. I'm going to go grab a beer. Bo, 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 do. Do, 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 do. do. Dang, that thunder and lightning is crack-a-lack-a-lackin'. I'm coming back in. Taking a little break. Where y'all at? There y'all at. What up? All right. Am I the prettiest? Am I the baddest shogun in Harlem? What up, y'all? Hanker Inferno here. Ingrid Bernal. Tonight I'm just having a little Lagunitas IPA. I got my Mjolnir. Okay, so I saw a question here that's definitely worth some jibba jab, which is good old ICRPG 3rd edition. Oh boy, is it coming? I don't know when. I'm working on it, absolutely, but it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a long time, so it might be end of the year. But it's my signal just been horrible this whole time. I don't really look at the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended. Use 4500. I don't know what that means. I might have to figure that out. Whatever. Let's get back to work. I'm not sure what you mean to be like Pathfinder. I just hope that the signal is holding up for everybody. I'm getting a little worried that YouTube cannot do its job too good. A little concerned about that. I don't know if it's my connection is like has been so good lately. I have no idea why. If it's 4500 bitrate thing, I don't know, maybe I'll have to work on that. I don't know. It's a bit choppy. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Kevin Falloon. Dude, you have no idea. I really, really appreciate those kind words. Thank you so much. That's very, very... I will strive to earn those kind words, my brother. That is my goal, man. That is my goal. That's what drives me. And you know that much. All right, here we go. I'm going to use these kind of like corridor style panels that I have prepared ahead of time. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Make sure we're going to watch out for that little seam. I'm just going to kind of do this, and I'm going to cut it at an angle like that. And I'm going to line it up as best I can, maybe do a little bit of scribble out. There we go. So it's kind of creates some subconscious lines, and then we'll improve that as we go. So don't fret if you're feeling like, hey, that doesn't match up. Don't fret. It's all going to work out. It's all going to be okay. What's a spot that I like? I kind of like it like that. And here we just need this to fill in the top. And the rest we will do with a marker. Well, I call it a marker. I guess technically it's just a brush. So yeah, sorry if there's some choppiness on the stream, guys. I'll try to get that figured out as we go on. Any suggestions for a sci-fi turntable with complex ship mechanics? Well, ship mechanics are a lot like overland travel in RPGs. In my humble and limited experience, it always sounds so cool to a game designer and to a game master to come up with complex and interesting ship combat ideas, but then in gameplay it almost always falls flat with players. Like, you know why? In my theory, because players aren't ships. They have a ship a lot of times, but if a thing that isn't a player has as much detail as a player, Again, just in my experience, it is not a good thing. It is not good. It becomes burdensome, like, giving specific moves and stuff to crewmates, which also, they tried to do that in the Salt Marsh, Ghosts of Salt Marsh. And it falls really flat. Like using a turn to read from a list of possible moves because you're the bosun it just might sound neat on paper, but in my experience, it has not worked out. So what has worked out is a more glass half full type question. And I think you keep things terribly simple. Basically, ships do what they're designed to do. There's not a lot of rolling or uncertainty involved when operating say a starship. But your GM mind might be thinking, oh, but then it's going to be boring. We're not going to have any detail in our ship battles. That's okay. A, it will not be boring. And B, the lack of time being eaten up by ship battles will be spent on cooler things. Now, if your players are just like, we are all about doing ship battles, like Star Trek style, then yeah, I would probably give ships, specific amounts of like damage points, and give players like specific ship actions that they can do to inflict and mitigate damage points from other ships. As far as how to do it, I don't have a ton of input there. I think there's a million ways you could have the mechanics just kind of work and be intuitive and simple. So I guess that would be my advice, is like, put simplicity before detail so that the ship gets out of the way and the focus is on the players. Right? It's kind of like in Star Trek, is a perfect example. Is like when you're watching Star Trek, the excitement in a lot of cases is like the engineer sort of hooting and hollering about damage, about what the ship can or can't do. It isn't necessarily... They aren't quite like making melee attacks, It just doesn't need that much detail, I don't think. I think it's cooler when the ship kind of does what the ship is designed to do. And over time, there's going to be limits to that. That's like how much damage a ship can take. You're going to want to track that in some simple way. And then maybe something really simple for outrunning. Maybe take the 3 cool things that you do on a starship and give those some detail, and then put your hands up and walk away. Like, keep it simple so that the cool stuff still remains on, like getting your away team out, the role playing involved with being on a ship together, so on and so on and so forth, rather than exact actions that ships do. How do you get the Star Trek crew feel? If you think about it, there really isn't even much of that when you think about Star Trek. Like, almost every officer in the main crew can captain or navigate the ship. Like, anybody can sit down at a console and be the science officer. It's just like normal character creation. Some people are better at making int rolls. Some people are better at making whiz rolls. And I think you want to keep that. That's a good thing. So, how exactly do you get the crew feel? I would give you a little bit of a troll answer, and I would say you kind of don't. That a crew really is a role-playing concept more than a mechanical concept. Because as a crew, you acknowledge that guy is the navigator, and so you look to him to take the credit and to be the cool person when navigation occurs. It's not so much that you mechanically build in one guy being the navigator. Like, we all know that at any second Picard can sit down at any of the stations and completely work the Enterprise, right? I mean, that's like common knowledge. Yeah, just simple skill stuff, and like the idea of a crew is again a burden that is on players as far as role playing, not a burden that's on mechanics that make you stumble through scenes. Like imagine when the like a Klingon battle cruiser, right, drops out of cloak and fires a bunch of torpedoes. The torpedoes almost always like hit your shields right away. You don't need a roll for that. You don't need a roll for how to respond. You don't need a roll for, you know, maneuvering and all this kind of stuff. The ship takes the damage to the shields and life goes on. It's really quite a simple moment. So all your energy goes into, you know, describing the excitement of the Klingon attack. And I think you want to keep that. You want to retain that. Now, where you need a role, I think, is when someone does something like quite extravagant. You know, they want to pilot something like the Enterprise, like through something. They want to do a maneuver that's never been heard of before. Okay, now you're going to need a roll, but I don't think you need a whole set of ship mechanics to get through that moment with skill and with detail. You know me, I'm very, very wary of, you know, if you need a reminder of a thing, like to look at a piece of paper or something like that, it's probably not the best system. Intrinsic comprehension of game systems is where it's at, because everything flows from memory and you just play. The minute you have to look at something, or worse yet, read something, I feel that's what, you know, this is what has kept me away from Warhammer too. It's like, Warhammer as written anyways, is that, you know, like the abilities are like small paragraphs for a unit, and then you've got a ton of units and like a bunch of factions, and to me that just the cognitive load of needing to look those things up is just a little daunting. Picard over Kirk, huh? This is probably one of the most classic arguments of all time. I don't know. How y'all sound off? Anybody want to sound off on that argument? Anybody want to toss a bone out? See if any T-Rexes come and eat the goat? So this is the M corridor. So this is basically just all sci-fi games require a zigzagging corridor in a ship somewhere, and this can be used and reused in many different ways. So that's why I'm working on it right now. Glad to have you all here, as I've been saying. Enjoying an ice cold beer now and kicking it in my drawing space. You know, just doing what we do, talking RPGs and whatnot. I think I'd have to go Kirk. You know, I really liked how, I mean, Picard's freaking awesome. Make no mistake on that one. Picard is dope. But I feel like Kirk gets a little more out of life. You know, Kirk has a little bit of swag to him. I like that. Like, it would be hard for me to imagine being Picard. He's so austere. He's so controlled and has such a grip on himself. You know, whereas Kirk just wants some Romulan ale, a green chick, fist fight. You know, Kirk is more dwarven. And you know how we do when it comes to dwarves. Who is it, Kirk or some other imposter? Janeway, yeah. Janeway, I guess, is okay. It's just her cartoon voice. I can never get past it. She's like, Tupac, take it to what floor? Let's fly around and find the Cardassians. The whole time I'm watching Janeway, I'm just like, who decided this was a good voice for this? Like, you're fired. Almost done. with this corridor, keeping it real simple so that it's clear for players. But here, I'm going to do something crazy. Let's get a little nuts. You want to get nuts? Huh? Let's get nuts. Watch this. You want to get nuts? Huh? You want to get crazy? Let's get crazy. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this right here. Am I crazy? Am I nuts? I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to do it by scaling though, but I am going to get nuts. Check it out. I'm going to do it by deleting instead, like this. Basically, I want the corridor to outstretch the dark part. To break the tangent, so to speak. See what I'm thinking there? So you just get these little corridor protrusions. They don't have to be big. Like that. So now I'm just going to sort of outline it in a little bit. Yo, I appreciate you guys, having this silly discussion and whatnot. I appreciate this stuff. This is my stuff. These are my topics. I'm interested. Okay, where are we at? Kathleen Melgrew, one of the greatest. She was a good actress who sounds like a leprechaun. I'm the captain of a starship. Just don't Deep Space Nine me, no matter what happens, man. That was boring. I just cannot. Like, they never even went anywhere. Like, the episodes were just like various snafus and administrative issues on a boring thing that never moved. Cisco was pretty cool, but his job sucked. He's like a space landlord. I don't need to watch that. Tupac, we're going to find the Cardassians. It's going to be great. Hand me that 40. I'm wiling out tonight, Tupac. I'm wiling out. Yes, Captain. This is dope. Check that map out. I think I'm done. I'm just going to stop before it gets complicated. Boom. Okay, there, I made up a little time on that one. Next, we got the crawl space. So this is a lot like the corridor, only more zigzaggy and more narrow. Ooh, and look up here, we got the observation deck coming up. We got some real goodies. Alexander Keith's IP, I've never even heard of it, brother, but I will. Tupac, something's wrong with the engine, Tupac. Captain, the engines are fine. You're out of your damn mind. All right, let's clean up the line weight first. There we go. That did wonders. Paste down our border, which is going to partially be deleted at the end, just like we did on the other corridor. The crawl space. So this is going to be a similar palette. Really, I'm going to use the same flibbity jabs, so they kind of want to match up. The big corridor and the crawl space, they should sort of almost want to link in a way. Know what I mean? So let's tile this. Oh yeah. Spaceships. Got too many panels. Spaceships. Got too many panels. Spaceships. Got too many panels. Spaceships, yeah. Too many people. Too many panels. The spaceships got too many panels now, baby. Spaceships. So many panels now. The hologram, dude? Oh yeah, Craft Game is coming back, Lee Now. Dungeon DJ, yes, I a setup here in this room, gonna have a setup here in this room that I don't have to tear down after a set. So it's gonna be much better. I just haven't had time to fix everything up quite yet. My bad. My bad, my bad. Oh, so many panels on a spaceship. Tupac, where's Odo? Captain, that's a different show. Oh, okay, Tupac. Okay, Tupac. My name is not Tupac, Captain. I'm the captain of this ship. I will call you Tupac if I choose. We're gonna find the Cardassians. And we're going to poop on them. Captain, I do not think it would be wise to poop on the Cardassian command. That's why you're not the captain, Tupac. Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna get back into all that stuff, Lee. For show. It's just like, well, hell, I keep saying the same things over and over, but like 2020 has been rough on everybody. Let's face it. It's been really tough to hold up like old habits in the light of the COVID lifestyle, no matter where you live in. You know, like, I can't wait for the day that the news is boring again and like nobody cares about politics and again, just like, you know, in normal life. Not like this craziness we're living in right now. You know, politics are so exhausting right now. My gosh, I can't wait for it to chill out. Go back in the background where it belongs. So we can just be homies, play some D&D. You know what I mean? Tupac! Make a strength save, Tupac. Captain, I'm in -3 strength. That's because you suck, Tupac. I told you to roll a barbarian. You went monk. Einstein is he's the greatest physician, not magician. You're a wizard, Albert. Alright, cool. There's the crawl space. So you better renovate or evacuate, you know what I'm saying? Alright. It takes a second to wreck it. Alrighty. I hope y'all chilling. I'm still here. I hope y'all still here. It's good to have everybody hanging out. I don't know if my stream's all choppy or whatever. 70 of you chilling. Thank you for hanging out for a while, you guys. I appreciate it. Need some company. You know what I mean? Everybody's struggling in Azkaban to keep their sanity, keep it alive. I'm in Azkaban. Baby, I'm chilling in Azkaban. Yeah. Where you at, girl? You're in another world. I turn into a dog to avoid the Dementors. Oh yeah. They can't detect beasts. No. Scott Storm, Lord of Dark. Oh yeah, Japan game. That's cool. What are you reading, Hank? Dwarven? What? What am I reading? I just finished Humankind: A Hopeful History. And my docket is open right now, so I'm ready to hit up another book. But I'm thinking about an RPG book, so I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but I got that itch. Yeah, I really don't know what it could be. I'm going to do something a little different on this one as far as the lighting. So let's cook in our corners as we do, right? So just darken those. And now I'm going to play it off like lighting. So it's sort of like more spot-oriented lighting, so it's a little scarier in here. So to do that, I'm going to bring this whole scene down like that. I'm going to bring this little bugger up like that. Actually, no, it's not even red light, you guys. It's red light. Or not even white light, it's red. Because it's a fracking, like, corridor. It's a crawl space. Jesus. Oh my God. Losing my wits. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So a little darker red. And so you have like these emergency lights that are kind of illuminating this space. Okay, then we're going to take like this sort of hot primary red with a paintbrush and add the actual like lamp is like here in the wall where you can see it. See that? So that's like where these glow areas are coming from. These little emergency lights. Give you that scary feel when you're crawling through here in a game. And then you want, well, I want this to be desaturated outside of here so the color doesn't bleed out. Delicious, delicious beer. Fizzy, hoppy, yummy. And someplace we got more light leakage than others. Okay, go there, and see there, that magic happened. Boom. So you're in there, you know, as a player. I like that a lot. That's cool. Gonna flip that and give it just a little more pop. Like this is a perfect place to encounter, you know, a xenomorph or whatever. That's dope, right? Bad monkey, no banana. No banana for you. You got none. What it do? Oh, you got no banana. No banana for you. Bad monkey. What it do? What it do? Oh yeah. Bad monkey now. No banana. Oh. No banana. No banana. No banana. No banana. Hey. I'm so damn annoying when I'm drawing. I sing too much now, yeah. Ooh. This is why I got my own room. Banana, 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 banana. Bad monkey. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Bad monkey. No banana. It's true. No banana for you. So see there, I'm just kind of like cutting some pieces out so you get like protrusion on these ducks, so they're kind of hooked together into the map in an interesting way. And then, well, I hope it's interesting anyway. And then we're going to actually exaggerate it a bit because this is a crawl space. You got to evacuate or renovate. How can I do this? I think what I want to do is go like this. Yeah, that's cool, baby. Oh, yeah. It's getting kind of hot in here. I hope you guys don't mind a little bit of noise. This is like the worst quality streaming on the internet because my stream is choppy. But you know, I'm just here doing my thing. I'm just being me. Mostly, to me, it's all about sharing process. Like being completely transparent about process is something that's very important to me. No tricks. You know. This is just sort of what, you know, it's like softening right now, so these edges aren't too brutal. You have a little bit of data there to... There we go. That's the corridor. I've spent enough time there. Moving on to the sump. Ooh, we finally get to get into some other colors. Hey, Big Grump. Thanks, man. I appreciate that stuff. All right, let's thin off our line art. I mean, like I said, it's all about, for me anyway, it's all about like process transparency. I think it's just really important. I think it hopefully is helpful to other artists and also just shows, you know, what this is about. This life, the art life is about. Mostly it's about patience. Probably one of the biggest skills of them all. Okay, so the sump is like a low part of the ship where like wastewater goes. Basically using the word sump because sewer is kind of a sucky word. So let's start with the walkways. I just am tired of the word sewer. Plus, you don't have a sewer on a starship. You have a sump. Right? I got an imaginary argument going in my head here. All right, there you go, there you go. Put that in there, and then we're gonna cut it to make it work. Check this shit out, like that. So that should hopefully give us our line effect that we're looking for. Oh, baby, when I first came to Azkaban, you had to ask a man if I was down. The Dementors came and they were looking for me. I turned into a doggy now. I turned into a doggy. They couldn't see that I could be a cute, furry, little doggy. That's how I escaped from Azkaban now, baby. From Azkaban now. That's how I escaped. From Azkaban now. Ooh. People ask, how'd you get out? I got out with Mad Cloud. Getting out of Azkaban was not easy, baby. But I just kept dreaming about you now. First name Sirius, last name Black. I'm out of Azkaban and baby, I'd rather die than go back. Oh. Turn into a puppy now. No Dementor's gonna see me. I turn into a puppy now. The other wizards can't be me. Ooh. Lovecraft weird. What? Love these. Thanks for sharing, dude. Yo, Eric, what up, brother? What up, y'all? Hope y'all still chilling. I hope the signal's good enough. Sorry about that. I'm going to work on that in the future. I'm really the worst with the technical stuff, man. It would be so cool to have like a crew that just makes that work correctly, like that understands how to do the internet, for example. So you get good upload speeds and like cool cameras and a reliable stream. I don't know. Yo, where you at? Where you at, man? I've been kicking it for years in Azkaban. My beer must be tainted. Nah, you're just drinking enough of it. Don't get scared on me now. Don't you dare. Okay, so we've got 4 potential entrances based on how a GM wants to build this room. So I just need to make sure I have the connectivity there. If they want, they can leave these 4 cardinal directions completely blocked off. That's the fun of making a map out of these things. But this is a walled-in space, a lot like a garbage compactor. And we've got liquid underneath. I don't think I have a liquid texture ready, so I'm just going to paint it. Let's just paint it, guys. I think it's going to be like a bluish green, like a teal, dirty water, so it's kind of gray. Or somewhere like down here. There we go. Okay, and then we've got a platform in the middle. Let's get that done real quick too. Yeah, and if you're a digital artist out there and you're watching and you know there's something I'm missing, or if you're seeing something you can use, you know, give a holler. Speak up. Be your own self. Got to turn into that puppy if you want to get out of Azkaban. You know what I mean? Them Dementors. That's how you shake them. Turn into a puppy. All right, word, word, word. I think these are also walkable. Let's get back to the liquid now. I just had to repair some missing gray stuff. Hey, dude, what's that you're painting there? Gray stuff. All right, so back to the liquid. I think I'm going to start with some hand-done junk. Let's see, how do I do this? I think I just need to relax my hand and let the hand flow. Get the highlights going first. And don't overthink it, you know, just like, especially water and liquid is such an easy thing to overthink, where it's just like, oh, what does real water look like, and how does it move, and what's the transparency like, and shit, I just need a photo of water. You know, that's not a fun mindset. That'll drive you crazy. Don't go nuts. Don't let the sound of your wheels drive you crazy. You got to take it easy. All right, so there's the first piece. Now I'm going to do the darker piece. So I'm going to go more saturated and down and a little toward blue. And then I'm going to get a big old brush. And I want to be underneath the walkway. Oh, I am that. So there we go. I get this big old. All right, so this is the shadow kind of component. And I'm just chilling. My hand is like uber loose. Just straight chilling right now. There we go. See, to me it isn't like simulating what liquid is about. It's just portraying the cue. You know, getting people to pick up on the vibes you're laying down. Okay, so that's how I'm going to start it, and now I'm going to kind of give it some zap. Yeah, so that's where the zap's going to come from. But I think here's where I can get some new colors to happen with the darker blue. Kind of get into that effect. Okay, then I'm going to get into a green effect. So that way the water sort of journeys from one color to another. And that can give you a feeling of space and a feeling of transition that can be conducive to coolness. I really don't know how to talk that good. I'm not a wordy man. I'm not a talky man. I'm a drawy man. Let me holla at you on that one. Holla at you. Gotta holla, man. I've been living my life in the prison of Azkaban, that's Azkaban, yeah. All right, next we get a smaller pen, and I'm gonna kind of like, I don't know, I need some kind of, nah, it's not really needed. Little floaties in here. Electric water. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, that's cool. What's wrong with sharing something based on Fallout? You can do all kinds of stuff. If you're just doing hobby, you can cut and paste art from anywhere. You can do anything. If it's just hobby. Like, don't fret, man. It's all good. Hell, you're actually building their brand in a lot of ways by hobbying on them. I would rock the F on, my brother. Don't fret it. If you're making a crap load of money off of Fallout, yeah, they might get a little upset with that. The best rule of IP and of respecting brands and all this stuff is you're in your gut, you'll know when you're doing something wrong. Now, some companies get a little draconian with it, but in your stomach, you'll know. Poo floaties. Well, I'm not going to do poo floaties, but I am going to do like dirt bits like this. And I'm going to do the same thing with color after I do it with black. I'm not the type to do poo floaties. That's not my jam. Okay, so now I'm going to get the water type tones. Start playing here. These are kind of like little waves and ripples catching light. So I'm just grabbing color and just playing. Just happy little bits of color living here and there. Okay, cool. Good. This is the sump. Okay, I'm gonna get greebled. Let's greeble up. Let's grab this tank thing and let's grab this thing. Greeble up. Greeble up. Greeble up. Ooh, I can't wait to do the last two after this. They're gonna be super fun. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that tank looking thing at that size, but this is way too big. Let's bring it down. Let's desat. A little more dim. And I think these are like center. Maybe they're used for like guiding work robots. So there are these. Oh, come on. Dang, it's pouring, man. My girl's gonna need a way home. Storm God is with us, my brothers and sisters. He is here tonight. We welcome him. You know, he's not the easiest god to work with, but he is one of my all-time favorites. The friend of man, they say. Walkway lighting? Yeah, maybe so. I want to be really careful with lighting type stuff. That gets a little too realistic for me. So the crawl space was an exception, not a rule. These are like pump units. You know, I really want to keep my cartoon consistency, so I really got to be careful with lighting. Lighting is a real slippery slope. It starts looking cool, and then you start like lighting everything, and everything looks overly real, and then it kind of looks lame. And you really be careful with lighting stuff. At least when you're picky like I am. Okay, cool. Feeling good. The walkway does obviously need some light though, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to use lighting. How do I do this? Oh, I need to reverse it at the end. Okay, so here we go. Doop, 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 Duke of Earl. And then I come across and then I go back. Like my how. And you know, this isn't necessarily light, more like paint. Like to help you, you know, navigate the walkway. Wrong layer. There we go. Cool. So you see, like, I've avoided like a lot of, you know, feathery lighting, and just do direct color editing. Okay. These look too blocked off, so I'm going to merge down now. That's always kind of a big moment in any projects when you merge your layers down for the sake of expediting things. Generally called working destructively is the negative way of looking at it, but I just see it as being intuitive. I find that storing boatloads of layers and working against future failures by planning and saving work, it just brings me down. There we go. Feeling good on the sump. Looks like we've got a bit of a fade off here. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's bring these colors down. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. What is this, a dodge tool? Get out of here. There you go. There we go. Cool. So now let's get the extensions. I've heard a lot of people call Hanker and the Bob Ross of RPGs before. It's quite accurate. Thank you. And yes, I have been called that quite a bit. I consider that a tremendous honor. And I can't deny that I love being called that, so I'm not going to say stop it. He's obviously one of my lifelong heroes. Okay, so now I want to get like a sort of a pipe kind of feel, like a plumbing feel. So that's when it's okay to go around a corner with a big fat line like that. Water reconstitution facility. Yeah. I'm gonna clean this up and add a grate. There's a big old central grate. So when it's time to drain the facility, which of course is going to be part of a GM's idea here. I can feel it in my blood. There's this piece here. Just keep it nice and simple. I don't really want to have a ladder in here because it suggests scale in a way that could impinge on a GM's flexibility. And it also implies like an exit upward, which might not be something the GM wants. So I'm going to pull that out. Give a little accent to these tanks here. I'm a little low on color. I think that some sort of rusty red could be cool. There we go. Grew up with Bob Ross on TV, yeah. Man, I worshipped Bob Ross and Commander Mark as a kid. Absolutely worshipped them. Was transfixed, one might say. Just fascinated by them. I loved especially how Bob Ross could just go with it. It wasn't even necessarily his like skill that blew my mind. It was like his chill, not his skill. You know, he could just chill. Just like something weird happened on the canvas. It's all good. You know, just relax. Go with it for a second. Maybe something cool will happen. I just thought that was so badass. You know, as a kid who basically grew up trying to draw, you know, TMNT and drawing characters for people in D&D games, and I'm trying to draw Battle of the Planets and trying to draw Optimus Prime and stuff, and you know, almost always coming up short. And so, especially, you know, when you're a kid and you're just getting started, like, drawing is freaking frustrating as hell. So I would see Bob Ross, and he was just so chill, man. Like, nothing would faze him. Like, he could, like, spill paint on his canvas straight up, and I'd just be like, oh, look, a lake. Like, let's figure it out. Or he would, like, do a shadow, the, like, super whack-looking shadow. Like, it was all wrong, you know? And he's like, oh, man. Well, instead of screwing up my painting, I'll just make that like a cabin. And you're like, this dude doesn't just have the philosophy of painting figured out. This is the philosophy of life right here with this guy. All right, so the only thing I don't like here is having this sort of box room, but I guess it is in a spaceship. So, you know, you have to contain your water, what are you guys calling it? Water reclamation facility? You do have to contain it in a chamber, so I'm going to move past that dislike. I like how the exits here are all feeling like sort of like valves. I'm going to stop. I'm going to let that be. That's the sump. Let's keep moving. This one I've been waiting for. This is exciting. This is the observation deck. This could also be used for a bridge in somebody's design. I know that old Shaker has used it for the bridge. Ooh, that's a nice cleanup on the lines. Let's get the frame. Oh yeah, I'm rolling up tough. Bah, 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 bah. I'm rolling up tough. Ho, 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 ho. All right, so the dark here is going to be what's going to be interesting. These windows, we're gonna have to work with that. So let's get something figured out. Oh man, stick people are where it's at. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. I know what texture I want. It's got these like V shapes on it. There it is. I like this texture because it has directionality to it. Whew, I'm getting tired, you guys. I'm getting straight up tired. When did I start? 4:30? 3 hours. 3 hours straight of just freaking banging out the drawings. Banging them out. That's what it's all about. Banging them out. I'm going to put these things on the sides. Banging them out. No hesitation. Banging them out now. No hesitation. Living in Azkaban. Chilling in Azkaban. Oh. Alright. There's our base. As you can see, it's got some major conflict going on. So we're going to bring it up a bit. Like a hell. And then we're going to paint out some of the detail that doesn't fit. Good night, y'all who done hanging. Peace. May you have a peaceful evening. Find that prosperity wherever it may be. So here we got some mismatch here and there. So how do I do this? Because you see, this is like a pit. It's interesting. Like the walls are kind of coming up on us. So you can't really be doing this kind of stuff here because it blows the perspective. So this is going to be interesting. That's all I know right now. I'm interested. Color me interested. Yeah, see, like these lines, I think break things. So we'll put in new lines. It's gonna be great. Don't get a skirtus. Yeah, like that. And I love these little pieces of detail, but I'm just not sure they work. So what I'm gonna do is harvest them, like how, but they need to be in their own kind of space. So we're gonna harvest them, i.e., copy them. Then I'm going to eradicate them so these windows have proper space around them. Okay, eradicate. All right, see, I'm kind of keeping some of these shapes, but then I know this should be a highlight, so I'm painting it in, so on and so forth. These are all shapes and they need to be solid like that. There we go. Like I can feel some shapes under there. They're calling to me. They bid me join them. Valhalla. All right. There we go. Cool. Feeling good in the neighborhood. Now paste. Pippity pop. Here's my cool little bits. See, I don't lose them. I'm still straight grooving with this stuff. Look at this. Cut them out. There you go. So now you have this kind of little feel. So let me just finish it off this way. There we go. So that way I get to keep those neato little panels. One panel that's not working is this line is not working for me. That's weird. Get that out of there. Okay, I'm on my black layer, so while I'm paying a visit here, first name Sirius, last name Black. Going to Azkaban, never coming back. So y'all see what I'm doing now. I'm like shaping this stuff with lines. Then we'll reinforce it with color work and so on and so on. Observation deck. Do do do. Do do. Come on, come on. Do do do. Come on, come on. Do. Come on, come on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boop boop boop. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, do. Oops. Cool. See, starting to see it. Now it'd be novel to leave these windows dark. Like you're just seeing into space. That's kind of cool actually. So that makes these windows up here. So we need to clean up some details so you get framing. So I'll just drab. Let the windows take front seat. Like that, and then highlight them up. And you know, I'm not just being sloppy because I'm going fast. It's also like too much precision takes the life out of a piece. So you gotta let the chaos flow. Let yourself be. Give yourself a break. You know, enjoy it. And that happiness comes through in the work. That's why sometimes, you know, art by kids can be so fascinating and fun because you just feel that joy coming through the piece. Rather than, oh man, I can't draw, and you can feel that strain in the piece. That's one of the weird things about art is there's so much hidden data about the creator that we interpret because we're animals that are born to interpret art and other abstract things. And it's like literally in our DNA. And I'm like Bill Nye because when I say literally, I actually mean literally. Okay, so here we go. Bill, 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 Bill. Burn all the painting, guy. All right. So what part is dark and what part is light? That's what we're going to figure out. You can walk on the light stuff. You can't walk on the dark stuff. So let's get some delineation so our eyes aren't so stinking confused by this image. I think delineation is the word. Differentiation. Monkey people. Monkey men. Oh man, what's that layer all about? That's whack. Sometimes good to, you know, move saturation a bit when you move lightness so you don't just get like, you know, dismalness. Kind of can fill in with color in a happy way. Okay, bigger pen needed. Oh yeah. The first day I was in Azkaban, I chilled. Met a bunch of cool wizards, just like me. They use magic, but they used it in a way people doubting, People putting us away for life. When all we did was what we thought was right. Damn magical council is filled with jerks. Watch me work. I've been living in Ascabee since 1783. I've been chilling in Azkaban. My name is Sirius B, and I'm a wizard. Dear God, I'm losing my brain. I've been painting too long. Okay, this is looking pretty cool. Now, one thing I don't like is these stars are whack looking. They're too. I like cartoony, but they have limits. These look like somebody who's doing like a punch hole project and didn't clean up their mess. So we are going to fix that. Looks like a bunch of funfetti or something goofy. Okay, so there we got our cleaned up image. Now we're gonna do some stars. We're gonna do little white dots. Don't go Googling star field. That's not cool. Just do your own stars like this. And we'll add some color here in a minute so that these aren't just sort of like big black holes. We'll give them a little more character. After I draw about 300 dots. Boy, and if there's one thing that'll wear your damn hand out, it's this. Okay. Cool. So while I'm on this layer, this top layer, I'm going to get some of my improved line work figured out. Right? You always want to reinforce those shapes and those walkable spaces. You know, even the concept of like walkable, that's a very video game kind of concept, you know, like know your walkable space. Know where a player can and can't go. And then give them nice clean tells of where those spaces are. You know, don't trick a mofo, make them bump into stuff. It's not cool. Don't be like that. Okay, cool. Got some oddities going on here. I may have, okay, there we go. That's cleanable. Cleanable, good. These don't really line up to anything. I'm just going to cut those short. There we go. Cool. Now you can start to feel that sort of in there feeling, right? You gotta watch out for them banana boos. This stuff's creepy, man. I'm familiar with what you're talking about, and this stuff's creepy. Watch out. Man, you guys, there's only one more after this. It's the life support room. And that is all 16 starship maps. Can you believe that? Alright. Cool. So we're definitely in like committed to a 3 entrance structure here. But I'm okay with that. You know, that can limit a GM, but this space asks for that. So it's okay to me. I never want to limit the GM if I can help it. I want to give them power, not limitations. Those are too small of lines. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Reinforcing symmetry here. Oh, I went on a tirade about monkeys. Why'd you take my monkey pants away? You took my monkey pants away. Why'd you take them away? Oh, those are my only pair Monger prayer. Ooh, I'm getting tired, you guys. This is crazy. Approaching 4 hours, not too far away now. Looks like the rain's letting up a little bitty bit, though. There's some weird light outside. Whoa. There's some creepy sunset after thunderstorm stuff going on out there. I don't know, man. This is cool. There's something sort of missing from this, though. I'm struggling to figure it out. Let's turn to Greebles. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that counsel, man. You got to be careful with banana booze. You know, that's you know, schnapps of any kind, kind of scary business. All right, so let's just get some nice one central holographic control in here. A nice big one. Something that can bring a lot of color in. There we go. And we got some greaves as far as caution goes here. Oop, that didn't work. Or did it? Pardon me. Pardon my sniffles. Thank you for sharing the process. Yo! Pez 5767. Yeah, the process and the product, I agree in a lot of ways. Power outages? No, Lord Darkness, I have not. More green lights. Okay, cool. I'm on it. Yeah, holographic stuff on the windows sounds like a cool idea. Let's do it. Let's do it together. These are like these little sort of targeting bits. This little stuff, right? There comes some rain again. It ain't done. Pardon my sneefles. Okay, let's get a little bit of mess here. A little bit of dirt. Reinforce some lines. I think too I've missed two spots where it's darker. It's right down here. There we go, that helped. Get that feeling in there. Now I've got some highlights that I'm missing. Right along here. Hope y'all chilling. I know maybe I'm not like as talkative as I was at the beginning. I'm just in the zone, man. I'm getting tired. It's a lot of drawing. A lot of drawing, my brothers and sisters. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, that, oh, nice. Okay, that feels good. Too much more, and I think I might get funky. So let's go here, here, here. Bring it down a schnooch. And I'm gonna lop off some corners so you get that kind of front of the ship feeling. Or like a side pod, maybe. I've seen people use it that way. And then I want to extend these. How do I do that, actually? With that larger piece there. I don't care. I'm just going to pop it out anyway. I think it's going to look cool anyway. Go like that. So you see it gives that attachment feeling. And that is a feeling that we want. Okay, same thing here. I'm going to grab this corridor. And this one I'm just going to pull a little bit like that. It's not going to work, so boom, boop, 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 boop. Got it? And then sort of reinforce it. Okay, and then we grab the whole thing, get our black, do our bases, top corners, and then our center highlight. Which is right there. Bang. Nailed it. And that, as they say, is that. I do think that this would be cooler with a more snubbed off shape, so I might even just snub out these upper windows. I think they're just gone like this. Yep, I'm doing it. I'm gonna make them slightly different. There, that's cool. I'm digging that. Okay. Whew. That is okay. We got one more to go, and then we can review them. We're here with you, Hank, giving you the oomph. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate that. Numbers dwindling as the hours wear on. Okay, what is this one now? This one is life support system. So this is a four-way catwalk with machinery down in the cavities. And I'm going to accomplish my goal in a matter of minutes, and I am excited about that. See if we can't find one of these we haven't used for walkways. Mix it up, you know what I mean? Cool, there we go, life support. So life support is in this kind of grim, this is a lot of oxygen in here, so there's some rust happening. That's what I'm going to tell myself. I need to switch this into a cross. So I'm going to take this texture and split it. And make it more into a cross. I'm going to cut it right there. So I'm going to lose some data. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I don't want that. I don't want that. Get out of here. Get out of here, you stinker. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so these little prongs are going to connect. So there's my delete. Now I just join them up so they're a mirror, like that. And that's the beginning of my cross. Okay, so then my cross goes right there. And I'm going to do a little bit of an illegal stretch. But it's just the start of things. You can go like that. Illegal stretch here. Yoga crimes, baby. There. And I call it illegal because it degrades the pixels. But it's really not a big deal. You just wind up painting it anyway. Okay. Let's grab our border. You guys know the drill. Boom, you can start to feel it right away. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Got some good, strong black fill here. Wonder if another color could be more conducive. I think yellow or blue fits. That rust color is a little too Ravager looking for me. The rain has stopped. The sun is down. Peace comes to Philly town. So that's just too much sound. I don't need that much noise. So I kind of like what my stretches did to things. I gave it a cool kind of effect. So let's just propagate the blue like it should be done. Whoop. A whoop. And by propagate, I just mean draw. Just sounded like a cool word at the time. There we go. That's kind of it. So now, for all this other crazy business, I kind of want to ditch this image. Right? I kind of just want to ditch this. And I want, maybe want pipes under there? I missed the space window, suggests height. Oh yeah. I moved on from that. When I get to roll 20, if I do tonight before I become completely deceased, then I hope all will become clear. You really have to see all the tools in concert. You know, it's just like my, any of you guys got my Blood and Snow Terrain kit. You know, each object kind of looks like junk. But taken together, I hope that they work. Okay, here we go. Pop, 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 pop. The egg in the bag. Okay. This gives me a rare opportunity, which is a separate light up. So we got a little bit of a different feel to this map, which I like. I don't think we need all this sound in here. It's just too much. There we go. Like life support is the blue zone, so maybe like you follow like blue stripes through the ship to get to the life support room. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cover some of this stuff up. It's just too much data. It's kind of cool, but to me you lose some of the cool cartooniness that I like, which is reducing noise, not letting gradients take over your brain. Gradients are the opposite of cartoon to me. A little too much floor data here. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Really do appreciate it. Y'all know that. Cool, cool, cool. Here we go. Kind of getting somewhere now. This is a little different approach from a lot of the other maps because a lot of them just use texture to say there's a bunch of doodads, but this one you kind of have like these negative space silhouettes implying doodads. So we're just gonna play, see where it goes. Could be completely crazy, I don't know. But I'll tell you, whew, getting tuckered out. I'm gonna earn my TV time. Do 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 come no win it. Okay, I'm gonna go with a highlight rather than going downward on these. So then we'll use a little tool on the edges to round them off. Check it out. So you just grab your lasso and kind of do this. You know, don't worry, don't sweat the details, just kind of little grabby grab. You guys probably notice I never ever feather my lasso. I think really feathered lassos they're useful in some very specific cases, but generally there we go. In the canon Gwinnett. This is crazy how all this stuff is already cut out. It's kind of, I don't know if it has enough detail. Matter of fact, I'm almost certain it doesn't. So, what we do is paste into there. So let's find our pipes. Don't fight it. Don't fight the pipes. Yeah, they are. Like if you know, if you just like can feel the music, you know, and you know you're like going down the wrong path, just go with it, man. Just accept it. It's all good. Take it out on yourself. You know, artists get so mean to themselves. Okay, we're going to keep it nice and dark. We're going to go like that. And then we're going to do what no man should ever do. Or woman. We're going to, first of all, we're going to get rid of this paintwork. It's not needed, not needed. All this stuff's not needed. We're going to first, let's see, first we're going to block it all in black. Like this. So all that silly erasing using a too big brush, we're going to eradicate it. It's kind of interesting, but it just doesn't match the other rooms. Okay, got that. These little wires are really neat, but sorry, you're not matching. Okay, so there you go. Now we got a clean sweep, so to speak, and now we're going to kind of just eradicate this. Feel me? And that's how it's going to match those other rooms. Glad y'all chilling. You kind of just like, you know, your own little sort of self-sustaining chat community over there. I appreciate that. It's good company. Okay, so here I need a little more pop. Need just a little bit more pop. Oh yeah, yeah. Need a little bit of rust tones to differentiate. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, 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 yep. I'm kicking it. 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 Okay, let's get some. I am fried. Let's get some panel lines in here to reinforce things. Like I can feel my weird friedness. Not just some Azkaban stuff, but like straight up going nuts, y'all. Ooh, those are nice little lines. Haven't really played with any blue yet, so man, are those refreshing. Cool, now we're starting to get a feel. Okay, so do some more of this. This is just really working for me. That's cool, man. I really like that. That's different. I'm getting loopy because I've been drawing too long, making up songs. I'm getting loopy now. That's cool. I dig how those little lines are playing. Are we winning? Absolutely. Absolutely, we are winning. I'm mere moments away from finishing my goal tonight. After 4 rigorous hours of inking. So this is the life support area. Yeah, man, Patrick C, thanks, dude. We got this. It's all good. So the question becomes, let's bring this down. How am I going to sort of conclude here? A little bit of a feeling of sort of entry stairs. Always a plus. It's a very dungeon-like habit to have a couple stairs go into a space. So this is a very unique space. I like this one. This feels different. Different good. Don't think I need like a lot of greebles here. It's really just a junction that happens to be called life support. I'm missing a little bit of red, so I'm going to get some junk red in here. It's just like when you use red, it kind of will like cool off your blues in a good way. At least that's what I tell myself. I don't really know anything about color theory. Okay. That's cool. That's very cool. We're a little bit monochrome back here, so what I'm going to do is get select pipes and greebles. Small selection of them here. We'll play, make it a little random. Look at this little carburetor air intake looking thing. So we got a field hockey stick. Got a car jack, a small radio, and a radiator, and a post hole driver. And we're gonna pull the color out of those like this, and you'll see it like it'll break up that monochrome and make it look more like machines. Okay, cool. So let's do our final step. Bring it down. Do some edge greebling and some corner work. That. Get our upper end gray. Pop our middle. There we go. And now we got kind of have something nice that didn't happen in a lot of the other spaces, which is this sort of clean blue. Kind of cool. It's a relief after so much noise, but I do need a little bit of dirt. So I'm also going to clip off these edges. Maybe clip out a piece there. And then just go in with a little bit of dirt. Just, I think it's important because it looks like people have used it and like time has passed here and stuff. Keeps it from looking too perfect. And there is that room. Okay, so we are now diggity doo woppity dang dong done. All right, so now I'm gonna hit that old save button. Let's pretend that we are working in Roll20. Here I am in my Roll20 window. Always black background on Roll20. Always. So now let's grab some stuff. Oh wait. Oh, escape pod. I think I'm one short. Hang on. Let's go back down to the bottom here. Med bay, airlock, engine room. I think command and bridge are the same thing. Let's check real quick. Yeah, did that one. That can go in the garbage. But escape pod, look at that. There's one more. Oh, God. Get rid of its grays and stuff like that. I cannot. So here. That's escape pod. Oh, I see. There's the pod on the left. See it? It's like a little drop ship thingy. Oh, God. All right. Whew. Okay, so let's get rid of the white.